Hello, my name is Corey Tressler, and today I'm going to show you how to create a fun, interactive, project-based learning assignment for students using SAM animation, RM Easi-Speak microphones, and LEGO Serious Play Kits. Enjoy!
The first thing I'm going to show you how to use is the picture element of SAM animation. So I'm going to open SAM animation. The first thing it's going to ask me is to create a new project or open a saved project. I'm going to create a new one. It asks me to title this project. So I'm going to call it just test and put it on my desktop so I remember where it is. Then it's going to take me inside the program. And what I have is a laptop with a USB web camera hooked up to it. My little guy over here, this is the USB webcam display, so I can move my USB webcam around. I can move my guy around if I need to. But when I want to take my first picture, I just click the picture button. It automatically takes the picture and drops it into my timeline. I can then move my character however I want to move him, and you can see there's a ghost image. This is the original image, the last one that's over here. When I take my picture, there's my new picture, and they match right now. But then I can move my guy again, take another picture, and that's how stop motion animation works, the very basics of it. Is you're taking one picture every time you move the guy, and then when you play them back is how you get the animation to work. See, I can move his arm up, I can move him however I want. Now I'm doing this very quickly. Normally you would want to make sure you have everything lined up exactly how you want it, and that's how you get the detail of the movement and get all the good stuff to work. Right now I'm just sort of doing it very quickly so you can see, and I can move him backwards, how easy it is to take pictures and import it. Now the way stop motion animation works again is that you're taking pictures, again with this webcam, and you're going to set the frames per second. By default, it's set to 10. So if I click play, I took 10 pictures there, and you can see my guy moves pretty quickly. If I want it to go slower, I can move it to the left. Now I have it down to 1.5 frames per second, and you can see he doesn't move quite as animated. You could still use a project this way, but it's not as smooth and as animated. I can also move it all the way to the right, up to 30, and you can see he moves very fast. And you can set it any part in between, so you just sort of have to test it. But remember, whatever you set it at, for example 10, that means 10 frames per second, or 10 pictures per second. So again, that's going to be a lot of photos just to build one project, but that's the concept of how stop animation works. Examples of this are Gumby, Mr. Bill from the Saturday Night Live series. So that's the basics of how to do the camera aspect.
Okay, in this portion I'm going to show you how to use the RM Easi-Speak microphones and integrate that into your SAM animation project that we've started. Before I get started, I do want to show you that I'm just using a standard HP laptop, and for the webcam part, I have an Ipevo web camera. It's a USB web camera, plug and play. Works great. Also works great as a classroom document camera. Very easy, very inexpensive. But for the audio portion, what I'm going to do, so you can see, I have my SAM animation project I just started up here. And I'm going to use the microphone to record the audio portion of this project. The reason why I like the microphone so much is that it's extremely easy to use. There's very few buttons. Right here is your on-off. So I'm going to flip it on right now. There's your record, and you can listen to a playback, which is great to see how you did, and volume. And that's really it. So when I press play over here, press play, and then it gives me a preview screen of what's going on. And what I can do with my Easi-Speak is I just hit the record button. When it goes to that solid red color, I'm recording. So now I hit play, and I can record the audio of how things are actually happening. What's nice about this microphone is it's very portable. I can pass it back and forth between students. You can hit the record button again, it pauses, and then you hit it one more time. When it goes solid red, that's when I start recording. So it's very mobile, very easy to use with students. And again, all I did in the SAM animation on this part is hit play to preview what I'm doing to record my audio. When I'm done, just hit the record button again. It stopped. And what's also super cool about this is the bottom pops off, and yes, it's a USB device. So it's recorded already the MP3s, and all I need to do now is plug it into my computer and import the MP3 into the project. And that's what I'm going to show you next.
Okay, now I'm back in the SAM animation program, and what I've done is I've attached my RM Easi-Speak microphone to my computer using the USB and the bottom of the microphone that's built in. It's connected to my computer, and what I want to do now in SAM animation is click on the little microphone symbol, because I want to add audio. And to add audio from the Easi-Speak, I just go down here to this little music note import audio file button, click it. And I'm going to get this browse feature in Windows, and you click on computer, and it recognizes the microphone, the Easi-Speak, as a USB flash drive, if you will, just a storage device. But what's great about it, when I double click on it, I want the MIC_REC folder. It's already saved my files that I recorded via the microphone as MP3s. So I can go through here, again, I can listen to back on the microphone, find the file I want, click on it, press open, and it's going to import it directly into my project. And now I can slide it over, and it can be at the beginning of my project. What you're going to notice on the top here, here's all my pictures. These are the pictures I took when I was in the camera button. My audio is under that. As you can see, my audio is much longer than my pictures. What's great about SAM animation is I can cut my audio now. So when I go to the beginning of my audio, and you get these two arrows, you click, hold down, drag, and let go, and I just clipped the beginning of that audio track. I now can click and hold down and drag it to the beginning. At any time I can press the play button on the left and get a preview of what it's going to sound like. And there you have it. That's how you clip and you can drag an audio file into your SAM animation. Very, very easy to use. Again, I recommend when you're using the Easi-Speak, press play and preview your video on the left, and that's how you record and sync up your audio. As you can see, just by using the two arrows and dragging and dropping and clipping, it's very easy to cut parts out, clip them differently, and sync them up with your video. Now in the next part, I'm going to show you an actual project that I did using science standards for 5th grade students. And again, I'm using SAM animation, RM Easi-Speak microphones to record the audio and import it into the SAM animation video project, and of course, Lego Serious Play Kits. So now I'm going to show you an example of a student project.
The ocean is a beautiful place full of many amazing and wonderful animals. Humans need to conserve the ocean and must not overfish. If we overfish, all the animals will die and become extinct. We also need to be careful of pollution. We cannot let our ocean and beaches be filled with pollution. We need to clean up our oceans and our beaches to conserve our resources.